Phoenix acquiring three-time All-Star guard Bradley Beal.
Moved guard Jordan Poole to the bench after struggling in his first year in D.C.
I mean, they are awful. Just awful.
This guy right here, this guy's the best guy in the draft. And this is even before we ended up drafting him. He has a growth mindset that he's not afraid to hear the truth and use that and then transform himself to be better the next day.
If that intro didn't get you hyped up for this 10-year rebuild, I don't know what will. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here to a 10-year Washington Wizards rebuild where we're going to turn this franchise completely around. So yeah, the Wizards are 9-48 at the moment I'm recording this video. We know that they traded away one of their best players in franchise history, Bradley Beal, in the offseason. They traded away Daniel Gafford to the Dallas Mavericks at the trade deadline for a first-round pick. And this team is going to be picking in the top 10 once again here in the 2024 NBA draft. So I think we're just going to run through everybody on the team and my envision for what they're going to be in the future, because this is going to be a long rebuild. So Kyle Kuzma, 4 years, $90 million. It's going to obviously go down to 3 years after this year. Definitely the best player on this team, and it has a descending contract, which is kind of good value for Kuzma. That could also maybe net me multiple draft picks in return in the offseason. So I think priority number one will be to move Kuzma. It also depends on who we draft, because if I draft a point guard, I actually don't hate having Kuzma. But if I draft like another forward or maybe even a center that I don't think would fit well next to Kuzma, I'll trade him. Tyus Jones is a good point guard. I prefer him as a backup. He's also 27 years old. I think what happens in the draft will also determine what I do with Tyus. If we don't draft a point guard, then I think I will re-sign him on like a 3-year deal since he's 27. And he is a good facilitator for this team. Deni Avdija is hopefully in our future plans. I plan on him being a starter going forward. Marvin Bagley honestly has been fine for the Wizards since acquiring him a couple months ago, and I think he's going to be the backup center next year. Hopefully not the starting center. He's under contract. Jordan Poole, we're stuck with this contract. Unless he completely turns his career around, nobody is going to trade for him, so that is going to provide a nice challenge for us in this 10-year rebuild. Is we're going to be not able to trade Poole unless it's the final year of his deal, or if he reverts back to what he was in 23. Corey Kispert, good three-point shooter. We could look to trade him in the offseason if I can get something good in return, but I also wouldn't mind extending him to be a nice bench scorer. Bilal Coulibaly hopefully is our franchise shooting guard, small forward, power forward, wherever he's suited best, but he's still just 19 years old. Shamet, not a big fan of. He's gone at the end of the year, or I guess not. It's got 2 years left on his deal, whatever. We're going to pay Shamet. Disgusting. Richaun Holmes is going to probably pick up his $12 million play option, so he's going to be like the third string center next year. Johnny Davis, we may just ship off to a team in the offseason if I can get something for him. If not, I may just decline his team option, which is kind of a shame. Or we could try to turn his career around. Isaiah Livers, Anthony Gill, Patrick Baldwin. I don't think any of these guys are really in my future plans too much. And yeah, I'm really just hoping we get a good draft pick in this upcoming NBA draft. We got Brian Keefe as our head coach. They fired Wes Unseld Jr. this year. I kind of completely forgot that happened. And we're going to hire a new head coach in the offseason. So we really can't re-sign anybody right now. I don't really need to re-sign Isaiah Livers, and I don't want to re-sign Richaun Holmes. So Luka Doncic wins his first MVP this season. Wemby is your rookie of the year. Russ beats up Malik Monk for 6th man of the year. Wemby gets D point his rookie year. I feel like he's going to win defensive player of the year every single year of this video, so get used to that. We're not going to get anybody on the All-NBA or defensive teams. We should get, not Bilal on our rookie first team. Wow. No Bilal Coulibaly on all-rookie second team either. That hurts. So this team obviously did not make the play-in tournament this year. We are going to be sitting as the... Oh, wow. We finished worse than the Detroit Pistons. So we had the worst record in the NBA. Don't you just love that? Kyle Kuzma finished as our leading scorer, followed by Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones, Deni Avdija, Marvin Bagley, Corey Kispert, Landry Shamet, and Coulibaly. I feel like Tyus Jones had 7 assists. Yeah, he had 7 assists when we started this, and now we ended with 6. Don't you just love 2K? So the NBA Finals are between not the Dallas Mavericks. Luka Doncic lost in the Western Conference Finals, but still got Conference Finals MVP. The Clippers actually won. They're going up against the Celtics, and the Celtics win in 7 with Jason Tatum being your finals MVP. So there goes LeBron James. He retires after year 1. I think he'll play 1 more year, so I'm going to override it. It's not like I'm ever going to bring him to Washington anyways. Can I override Popovich? I could, but I won't. Kyle Lowry ends up getting his jersey retired. All right, draft lottery time. This could change the course of this next 10 years. Our pick is, I'm pretty sure, protected for a decent amount of time. I think it's top 10 or 12 protected right now from the Rockets. This is from the Russell Westbrook John Wall trade. Then it goes down to top 10, then top 8, then top 6. All right, so unfortunately, we're picking at number 5. Yep, we dropped from 1 to 5. This sucks. We have the 25th pick in this draft as well. That is from the Daniel Gafford trade. Honestly, Daniel Gafford is the 25th pick in the draft. If Gafford was on a bad contract or an expiring, I'd say the 25th pick. But honestly, I think I'd rather have Daniel Gafford. Brian Keefe actually has okay ratings. I mean, we could just make him the full-time coach. Like, do I want to make Joe Pruney the head coach? Do I want to make Kevin Ollie the head coach? What's his contract? He's got one more year left on his deal. Why not? Because I don't really think that there's that many great options out there. What if I can get Joe Prunty to be an assistant and we have a full assistant staff, which is kind of nice. We got David Vanderpool. We got James Posey. Like, we could promote one of these guys to the next head coach. Mike Miller, former Knicks head coach or interim head coach. So let's see what happens here. Mock drafts. Stephon Castle, number 1. Alex Sarr, 2. Topic, 3. Tyler Smith goes 4. That'd be a shocker, but I think he is a top 15 player in this class. Isaiah Collier. So there should be a point guard available for us at pick number 5. And we could make a draft night trade for sure. I just don't know if it's going to happen before pick 5. Cody Williams goes number 1 to Chicago. Good player, probably the best college player in this draft. Tyler Smith goes 2. That is the highest I've ever seen him get drafted before out of the G League Ignite. That's insane. 3 is Jacoby Walter. The Blazers are trading pick 4 Malcolm Brogdon for Lauri Markkanen and John Collins, and they take Ron Holland. So we've received a ton of trade offers for this pick. We could look to trade down theoretically. Like, the Sixers would give me 10 in B-Ball Paul. I'm not really interested in him. But there are a few point guards that I still like in this class, so I wouldn't mind moving down. Let's just see if I can maybe get 10 and 16 and maybe that Clippers pick. Like, no way I can get 3 first-round picks for them to move up 5 spots. Let's offer it to them, though. They want 2 seconds, and okay, let's do this. We're going to move down 5 spots, but we're also going to pick up pick 16 and a 2028 first-rounder. The Sixers end up with Zachary Reese-Shea. I mean, that's a great pick. Rob Dillingham goes right after. I would have liked Dillingham. Alexander Sarr goes, yeah, I was also going to think about him, obviously, but I've gotten him in recent rebuilds. I don't really feel the need to draft him. Tijan Salon goes at number 8. Number 9, Utah takes Isan Almansa, who is now the 3rd G League Ignite player, joining Tyler Smith and Ron Holland. And there is a player that I was going to take at 5 that is still here at 10. An absolute steal, Nikola Topic out of Serbia. Yes, joining Nikola Jokic and Nikola Jovic in the NBA. A 6'6" point guard that can handle the rock, that can facilitate, that can be our franchise floor general and set up Denny Avdia and set up Bilal Coulibaly for years to come. Stephon Castle's the pick right after him. The Pelicans at 12 are, I think, trading the pick, and they are going to be trading it for Vince Williams and Derrick Rose. I like Vince Williams a ton. The 12th pick seems a little rich. They take Zach Edey. Okay. Right after him goes DJ Wagner, another Kentucky guard. Kyle Filipowski out of Duke goes. And Matas Buzelis, who I was going to take at 16. That is unfortunate. Okay, and with this pick, we're going to take a center. We're going to take Yves Missi out of Baylor, who could basically be our modern-day Clint Capella. So we land Nikola Topic, we land Yves Missi. I'm still debating if I want to move Kyle Kuzma. We have one more first-round pick. I'm going to see if the San Antonio Spurs want to get some floor spacing next to Wemby. Kyle Kuzma for the Atlanta Hawks pick in 25 and in 27. I don't know why Devontae Graham is 2 stars. I don't even need to take him on. Kyle Kuzma for 2 first-round picks. Would they do this? They would want the 27 to be a swap. I don't think I'd want to do that right now. So what about if we made this one for the 2026 swap worst? They still want to get involved. I don't want Devontae Graham. What about the swap best with the Celtics in 2028? I will take 2 first-round picks. I don't think we're going to be good next year, so I might as well move Kyle Kuzma for some draft capital long-term. They'd want the pick I just picked up from the Clippers. I don't want to give that up. Well, that is the pick I got in the most recent trade that the Sixers got on the Harden deal. All right, we can wait till after the draft to move Kuzma because I could want to wait till after team player options. I would be interested in acquiring Malachi Branham in that deal. Donovan Clingan goes to the Pelicans. I was thinking about him when I selected Yves Missi. Reed Shepard goes. That's a great pick. And we are on the board with our 3rd first rounder, Isaiah Collier, like who I was thinking if I didn't take like a point guard with Topic there, I was going to take him in that Yves Missi pick. Tyrese Proctor goes. Jalen Bridges out of Baylor, I believe. Yeah, Baylor. And then there goes Bronny James. He goes to the Pelicans. So I wonder if LeBron's going to sign with them. And I'm going to take Oso Ighodaro out of Marquette. Somebody that could be like a modern day defensive big that could be switchable on that side of the floor. Can also be a great pick and roll partner with Nikola Topic for years to come. And we just landed Oso Ighodaro out. Wow, like the spelling there is very funny. I will change it. We landed him out of Marquette. We landed Yves Missi out of Baylor. I don't hate our first round. So rookie signings, let's sign all 3 of these guys. All right, so we definitely have a lot of depth on this team right now. Team power options, Rashawn Holmes opposite, not surprised. Johnny Davis, I don't even know if he's going to be in the rotation next year. I'll pick it up. Patrick Baldwin Jr., I'm going to let walk, though. We're not going to give anybody here the qualifying offer. I don't really think we're going to have an offer from the Spurs on the table now that I really like. So I think we're going to roll back and just at least bring back Kuzma for 1 more year. Tyus Jones is a free agent. honestly, as our backup, like, will he back up Nikola Topic? Maybe, and I think if he's cool with that, we should do that. So let's give him a 4-year deal. Last year will be a team option, and he's going to be a really good point or a backup point guard behind Nikola Topic eventually, because he could still start over Nikola Topic at least until next year. D'Angelo Russell would be a great fit on this team, I guess. James Harden went to the Toronto Raptors. DeMar DeRozan went to the Thunder. I think that also said Jalen Duren went to the Jazz. I could be wrong, though. So looking at our salary cap table, like, we're basically on the books. It's crazy that Poole's going to be making that much money. And it ascends, too. Kuzma is still a great contract. Like, it's super tradable. Denny's on a great contract as well. We're going to get off of $35 million at the end of this year, where we can be a little bit more flexible in free agency. Even maybe $40 million if we decline Johnny Davis's deal. So I'm excited about the future of this team. I don't really think I'm going to make any other moves this offseason. All right, taking a look here at player progression. Kyle Kuzma is our highest overall next year, followed by Tyus Jones, then you have Dia, Bilal Coulibaly, Corey Kispert, Marvin Bagley regresses. At least Jordan Poole didn't regress, I guess. All right, so this is going to be the rotation next year. It's probably going to change at the trade deadline because I'm going to make some moves, and we could just want to see more from the younger guys. But we'll see how many wins this lineup of Jones, Coulibaly, of Dia, Kuzma, and Bagley can get, where they bench up Corey Kispert, Jordan Poole, Nikola Topic, Yves Missi, and Oso Ighodaro, and that is going to be it for now. So I don't even know why I picked up the team option on Johnny Davis. Maybe I included him in a trade at the deadline, and it would have been worth it. We are 3-star balanced. First game of the season on the road against the Charlotte Hornets. I feel like we're going to start off with an L. Yep, we lost by 25. LaMelo Ball had a 31-point triple-double on us. Like, the Spurs got Wemby, the Pistons got Cade, the Hornets have LaMelo. I still think we're looking for our number one. Kyle Kuzma with a fantastic start to the season, shooting 2 for 15 from the field and 1 for 7 from 3. Can we at least do a little bit better in our home opener against the Raptors? All right, we ended up losing by 7. I don't think we're going to win many games this year. Hopefully we can at least see who are the building blocks of this team going forward. We ended up getting blown out by the Bulls. I got to at least show you guys our first win. Kuzma had 40, helping that trade value. No, we started off the season 0-5. There we go. Our first win was against the New Orleans Pelicans. 122-112 on the road. Yves Missi had 19 and 7 and 2 blocks. Should he be the starter right away? You know what? Yeah, why am I playing Marvin Bagley over him? Let's give Missi 24 minutes. Bagley will get, honestly, like 14. Could try to trade him at the deadline. It's just he's making a decent amount of money. He's been fine as well. Like, honestly don't hate the idea of bringing back Marvin Bagley. He's like an offensive big off the bench. I really don't. Road game here against the Blazers. We ended up winning. There we go. We just won 2 in a row. Yves had 21 points. Kuzma had 20 and 7. Well, now we're on a winning streak, but it ends right there against the Miami Heat. All right, so we are 15 and 36 at the 2025 trade deadline. The Pistons have turned it around. They're 27 and 22. I'm glad that this is going to be a little bit more of a challenging, and we may not come on to a couple years in the future. I think that's what's going to make this feel so much better when we're able to win championships with this team. As, oh God, oh no, Bilal. Oh man, he's taking a step back. That is not good. That is not good. I don't know. I don't know what to say. That is scary. That is like a Johnny Davis trajectory, and I thought you could be the franchise of this team. I think Topic will be fine. Tyus Jones has been really good as a backup. Well, I guess starting point guard, I should say. Yves Missi is really good. Every time I say that name, I feel like I'm butchering it. Or I'm trying to say like Meeseeks from Rick and Morty. Corey Kispert, elite 3-point shooter. I think I'd like to extend him. I mean, we could probably get some value from him at the deadline. Ooh, Jordan Poole's been okay. He's been okay. Denny's been fine. Kyle Kuzma's probably been our best guy, but I think we should trade him. Honestly, Bagley, 1 year, $5 million to be the backup 5 or 4 next year. I'm going to do that. I think Bagley's actually serviceable as an offensive big off the bench. I want to see if I can get 2 first-round picks from the Utah Jazz. I will have to take on Duncan Robinson, who is fine, but not worth $19 million. He does have a team option for that next year, I think. We're going to get, hopefully, the Lakers 27 first. And we're going to get a swap best with Utah and Cleveland in 28. I don't know if they're going to accept this. They want my first rounder in 29. I have some seconds I would slide you. I would give you 3 second-round picks instead. Come on, let's do that original trade. 4 seconds is what you want. 4 seconds is what you'll get. We just moved Kyle Kuzma for 2 first-round picks at the deadline. So we could do what we, like, I don't know. We could trade Corey Kispert and then just re-sign him in the offseason. We're still going to have cap space. Well, I guess that wouldn't be re-signing him, but you know what I meant. We could get a first-round pick from the Boston Celtics and Peyton Pritchard. I don't really want Peyton Pritchard. Not that type of season either. We could trade him for Dalton Knecht, who was just drafted 17th overall by the Toronto Raptors. But you know what? I think I'm going to hold on to Kispert going forward. I think I'm going to experiment Bilal at the 4. Him and Yves Missi are going to get like 30 minutes a night. Let's go 33 to Denny. We're going to be bad throughout the rest of the season. We're going to go like 27 to Jordan Poole. Let's do 30 to Jones, but I would like to play Nikola Topic a decent amount more. Oso Ighodaro, who's been fine. And then Bagley can get 14 minutes. Do I want to play anybody else? Johnny Davis, can you do enough in 4 minutes a night to turn the season around? 3-star balanced. Let's just end this abysmal season. So Luka Doncic goes back-to-back with MVPs. Whoa! Yves Missi, Rookie of the Year. All right. Shout out to us drafting the Rookie of the Year at the 16th overall pick. That is something that could definitely happen with this class. Maybe like what happened in 2013 with Michael Carter-Williams winning Rookie of the Year. That could be somebody in the teens winning that award next year because this draft is wide open. 1B's 2 for 2 with deep boys. Let's go. I think we found our franchise center. I don't think he's like an all-NBA caliber center ever. But if he's ever on an all defensive team, maybe he flirts with all-star games, but he's just like a consistent 14 and 10 guy with 2 blocks. I would be a huge fan of that. As Yves Missi is on all-rookie first team with Nikola Topic. Those are definitely some building blocks for us going forward. And Oso Ighodaro was on all-rookie second team. I'll take it. But we were very bad once again this year. We did not even flirt with the play-in tournament. Obviously, you guys know how bad we were, and we traded away Kyle Kuzma. We finished 20-62, by far the worst record in the NBA by 9 games. And the Jazz are in the play-in tournament with Kyle Kuzma. So here were the player stats as Deni Avdija finished as our leading scorer, followed by Jordan Poole, Yves Missi, Nikola Topic. There is Bilal Coulibaly, who finished the year somewhat better than when I last saw you guys. And let's see what happens here in the 2025 playoffs. Who's going to win the championship? And it's going to be between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics, and the Mavericks sweep them. So Luka gets MVP and Finals MVP in the same year. He averaged 43, 12, and 12. That's absurd. So LeBron James signed with the Detroit Pistons. Kevin Love was on the Celtics. Russ on the Timberwolves. They all retire. Should have a couple guys in the Hall of Fame. No Kevin Love, though. Bunch of jersey retirements, league meetings. We're not going to do any of that, but we will be adding some expansion teams throughout this rebuild. So in this draft, our pick is top 10 protected, so luckily we are not losing it. Now that the Rockets are holding it, watch it go to number 1. No, it still goes to 5. God damn it. For the second straight year, we finished with the worst record in the NBA, and we have the number 1 odds of the number 1 pick, and we dropped to 5. Come on. All right, so Brian Keefe is probably gone as our head coach. And we're going to try to sign a coach that has a little bit more experience. Let's give Billy Donovan a 3-year deal. And let's try to snag Kevin Ollie to be our top assistant going forward. I'm not going to promote like Joe Prunty. So we have a really good and deep staff. All right, so we're here at the 2025 NBA draft. Cooper Flagg's the projected number 1 pick, followed by Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, Ian Jackson, and Amari Blue. VJ Edgecombe, we could try to snag out of Baylor. I don't know if I'm going to make any trades here on draft night. Like, I'm not moving Denny. I'm not moving Tyus. I'm not moving... I doubt I'm moving Poole. I don't want to move Bagley since I just signed him, so we're just going to draft our guys. We have picks 4 and 13 in the second round as well, as Ace Bailey goes number 1 instead of Cooper Flagg. So Cooper Flagg, is he going to go 2 to San Antonio? Yes, he does. OKC has picks 3 and 4 here. They take Trey Johnson out of Texas and Drake Powell out of UNC. So we are on the board here. I like Dylan Harper. He's a 6'6 shooting guard. We could take VJ Edgecombe. We could take Ian Jackson. I think I'm going to go Dylan Harper out of Rutgers. He could also be a point guard if we wanted him to be. But yeah, I'm going to take Harper out of Rutgers, a nice combo guard going forward. And we kind of had an opening at shooting guard next year because I didn't really want it to be Jordan Poole anymore. And I think Bilal's better suited maybe as a 3 or a 4. So we're going to get Xavier Booker out of Michigan State with this pick. He kind of fell off. He was a top high school guy. And then we're also going to get Scotty Middleton out of Ohio State, just taking a chance on him in the second round. Probably more of a G League guy, though. All right, so rookie signings. Harper, Booker, Middleton. Welcome to the Washington Wizards. Bilal Coulibaly, take my $7.5 million. Robinson and Shaman, you guys are gone. Johnny Davis, also gone. So we're going to have a ton of cap space going into next year. We're going to sign Jason Tatum. I'm just kidding. Why would you want to come here? So I'm going to give Corey Kispert the qualifying offer. Right now, I think I have my point guard depth. Like, I'm cool with Topic as the starter. I'm cool with Tyus coming off the bench. Shooting guard, like, we have Harper, we have Poole. Small forwards, we have Denny and Bilal. Power forward, Oso and Booker. And then center, Bagley and Missi. So we could go for another power forward, but I may just try to hold off spending my money till next year. Like, I don't want Patrick Williams. I would love Jalen Johnson. I don't know, though. I mean, if we can get him for under $20 million a year, that's a pretty good price. Naz Reid would be super fun here. Naz Reid would be a really good backup, I think. He's 25. Yeah, you know what? Let's give Naz Reid around $36 million over 3 years. Let's even attach a 4th year to it. So 4 years, $48 million. I don't think we can give him a 5th year. That will go up each and every year. I mean, we could try to sign a shooting guard if we're not really serious about Jordan Poole being in the rotation next year. Do we like the idea of Quentin Grimes? But no, I guess that's going to be Corey Kispert coming back. So let's renounce the rights on Holmes, Shamet, Davis. That, like, he's officially a bust. His tenure here in Washington is over. And let's sign Corey Kispert to a 3-year deal, $25 million, but it can go up to 4 years, $32 million. There is a team option on the last year. So we have great contracts, I think, going forward. Like, outside of the Jordan Poole one, Denny's making like solid money for us. Same with Naz Reid, same with Tyus Jones, same with Corey Kispert, who's actually making less than what we just drafted with the number 5 overall pick. Jason Tatum goes to the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, that is kind of crazy. Donovan Mitchell goes to the Houston Rockets. Jimmy Butler to the Heat. All right, people are signing all over the place right now. Larry Marketing goes to the Dallas Mavericks. They just won it all, so the rich get richer. So Tyus Jones is an 82, Denny's an 81, Topic is up to an 80 after just 1 year, which is great. Bilal's an 80 as well. We definitely have a future with this team, but we just may have another like bad year. All right, so this is what the 10-man rotation is going to look like for year 3. Nikola Topic and Dylan Harper in the backcourt. Denny Avdia at the 3, Bilal Coulibaly at the 4, Yves Missi at the 5, with Corey Kispert, Naz Reid, Tyus Jones, Oso Ighodaro, and Marvin Bagley off the bench. So yeah, we're just not going to play Jordan Poole. It sucks. We still have him on the contract for 2 more years. Billy Donovan, balanced system, 5 stars right now. First game of the season on the road against the Pacers. We ended up losing by 2, but hey, hopefully at least we're a little bit more competitive this season. Let's hope so. I'm also going to send Xavier Booker to the G League. We're also the reigning champions by 1 point. All right, at least we're off to a more competitive start this season. Did we get our first win against the Knicks? Yes, we beat them by 1. Let's go. We just lost by 1, then we win by 1. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Some improvement with the team. We are 25-25 at 500 at the deadline, so we are the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference. We could for sure be a top 6 seed if we go on a little bit of a run. Taking a look here at the leading scorers, Denny Avdia is our number 1 guy. 47 from the field, 41 from 3, 89 from the line, 17 points, 6.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Pretty good for the 25-year-old. Nikola Topic averaging 15.5 points, 7.1 assists in year 2, and the jumper is getting better. Dylan Harper is averaging 14.5 points, 4.4 rebounds, 5.3 assists, shooting 47 from the field, 35 from 3, and 85 from the line. Naz Reid, 13.8 points, 5 rebounds, 45 from the field, 35 from 3, 91 from the line. We'll take that from Naz. Bilal Coulibaly, 13.5 points, 5 rebounds, assist and a half, over a steal. All right, the efficiency is getting better. That's what we like to see. Still only 21. Yves Missi is averaging 11.2 points, 8.7 rebounds, 1.9 blocks a night. Corey Kispert shooting 49% from 3. That's kind of insane. Tyus Jones, very efficient as well, flirting with 50, 40, 90 as a backup point guard. I think for the remainder part of the season, I'm going to give Marvin Bagley's minutes to Oso Ighodaro just to see what he can do with a little bit more playing time. I know Bagley's been good, but if we did like 20 to Ighodaro, and then let's do like 24 to Kispert and Reid, and we could do honestly something like that. So we're 3.5 star balanced for the remaining part of the season. I have to remember to move my face cam on the other side so you guys can see the actual minutes over here. Do we have any contract extensions to get done with right now? Bagley would come back. 5 points. I mean, I think I may wait till free agency to feel like if he's an upgrade over like Ighodaro completely. Jordan Poole would make $5 million on his next contract. I just can't wait till his current contract is done, and then we could finally move on from him. And Luka just three-peated with MVPs. VJ Edgecombe out of Baylor as your Rookie of the Year. Kevin Porter Jr., 6th Man of the Year for the Lakers. Wemby Depoy, now he's 3 for 3. Most Improved Player goes to Alexander Sarr. Paolo, Clutch Player of the Year, and Jason Kidd, Coach of the Year. I don't think we're getting anybody on an All-NBA team, which makes sense. Defensive team, I'd be surprised. Rookie team, we get Dylan Harper on All-Rookie First Team. He had a very good rookie season. So we did make the play-in tournament. Let's go. We were the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference. We're going to be going up against the 10th seeded Cleveland Cavaliers. We had a ton of players in double figures, basically 8 different players, which is great to see. Just honestly spreading the rock, maybe because of Nikola Topic. We're taking on the Cavs, who have Garland. No more Donovan Mitchell as he's in Houston. They have THJ, Max Strus, Mobley, Şengün. Okay. Jared Allen off the bench. I would think about moving either Şengün or Jared Allen, Cleveland. Like, I don't think you need both of them. So let's see. Are we able to beat the Cavs in advance of the second leg of the play-in tournament? Or are we going to be sent home here in the first leg? It's looking pretty good for us as we end up blowing them out, kind of, and end up being 13. But I feel like we were leading by a decent amount. Denny with 27. Harper with 24, Tyus with 23 off the bench, 14 assists for Topic. Damn, they had a pretty good game as well. We're taking on the Miami Heat, who have Rozier, Hero, Butler, Jovic, Bam, Jaime Jaquez off the bench with Malcolm Brogdon, Buzelis, Daron Sharp, Jordan Clarkson, and Marjan Beauchamp. So are we able to beat them? 2 Southeast Division teams going up against each other. And are we going to be a playoff team this year? Are we going to be the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference? It's looking pretty good. We're up by 7. Up by 7. Oh my God. Yep. I think the Washington Wizards, folks, are in the NBA playoffs in 2026. Dylan Harper had 22 points. Naz Reid had 15. Tyler Hero had 27. It was not enough. So we're taking on the Brooklyn Nets, who have Ben Simmons at the 1. Rookie of the Year, VJ Edgecombe at the 2. Mikal, Tatum, Vucevic, Nick Claxton. It's a pretty good team, man. It's a pretty good team. Landry Shamet revenge series upon us, I guess. So let's see what happens here. Game number 1, we end up winning, wow, by 27 points. All right, Bilal just had 29 in his playoff debut. That is kind of insane. Game number 2, are we able to go up 2-0? What? We beat him 117, 113, 12 assists for Topic. Oh my goodness. Are we going to go up 3-0 on the 1 seed? I would be so pissed. We barely sneak into the play-in tournament. Then we make it as the 8 seed. Bilal, what has gotten into him? He's so efficient. Misi had 21 points, 7 assists for Topic. I'm like at a loss for words right now. All right. They ended up winning. Oh my God, game 4 in like triple overtime. 142, 141. Topic just had like the game of his very short NBA career. Here we go. Game 5. Do not get gentlemen's. Oh, I was saying I wanted a gentleman's sweep, but I was going to say do not blow a 3-0 lead. Oh, if they do this to me. 3-2, don't go to a game 7. No! Come on, 2K. Really? You're going to have me go up 3 games to 0 just to make me blow a 3-0 lead as an 8 seed. Oh, that is so cruel of them. That is so cruel. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now I want to win because they made me think that we were going to. 115, 114. Oh, my God, and they're pulling away. Down by 8, 5.5 minutes. Down by 9. Oh, my God, we choked. That sucks. We were up 3 games to 0. Kispert at 28. I feel like we do lack that number 1 scoring option, the guy we can rely on to the most. I don't know if that's going to be Dylan Harper. But damn, yeah, we were up 3 games to 0, and we just blew a 3-0 lead. I don't know who to blame. Do I blame Billy Donovan? Do I blame the youth and inexperience of our team? I don't know. Tatum is going up against Luka again in the finals, but this time as a member of the Mavericks. And they sweep them. Finals MVP is Jason Tatum. So Chris Paul retires him with Drew Holiday, DeMar DeRozan, CJ McCollum. Chris Paul is heading to the Hall of Fame. Gets his jersey retired by the Clippers. We will not be owning our first round pick. It will be going to Houston since we made the playoffs. So we will not own any first round picks in this draft. And the Rockets are going to get the 16th overall pick. It's pretty good. That John Wall, Russell Westbrook trade is paying dividends years later. So we're definitely going to keep Billy Donovan as our head coach. I think he did a fine job in year 1. All right, so we took Kareem Lopez there with pick 38. He's a 19-year-old 6'9" forward out of Mexico. Number 1 pick was Cameron Boozer, son of Carlos Boozer. AJ Devanta goes number 2 to the Lakers. Oh my God, they get the next grade right there. Topic, Kubali, Misi, and Iguodala, welcome back. I think this saved the $5 million. I'm not going to bring back Booker or Scotty Middleton. I kind of messed up and I didn't send them to the G League, which could have helped out there overall a little bit. So we're still paying Jordan Poole. This is the last year, $35 million. So unfortunately, we can't afford like a Luka Doncic or somebody like that, but we will be able to afford a big name free agent next year because his $34 million is going to be off the books. Hopefully, Bilal isn't going to cost me too much. I mean, we could go after like a $30 million guy right now if we think that is in Nikola Vucevic. I don't know. Josh Giddey? No, I don't really want him. Dyson Daniels? Not really for $27 million. J-Dub would be pretty sick on this team. He is 6'5", so he could play all over. Do we think that the Thunder aren't going to pay J-Dub? All right, let's do it. Let's give J-Dub $30 million. I can't give him 4 years, I can't give him 5 years, but I can give him 4 years until he's 29. Are we going to get J-Dub? Oh my God, yeah, the Thunder were just like, we can't afford him. Did they also lose Giddey this offseason as well? Well, they paid Chet $37 million a year. They paid Jackson Hayes. Okay. Oh yeah, Giddey hasn't signed yet. I wonder if he's going to go back to OKC now. Either way, I'm very excited that we just picked up J-Dub in free agency. Topic is going to be the 1. I don't know if he's going to be the 4. I mean, I don't know because Koulibaly could come off the bench. Denny could come off the bench, but I like our team a ton now. All right, so we're going to play the top 6 a ton of minutes. Topic, Harper, Dia, J-Dub, Misi, and Bilal Koulibaly. The bench is going to be Tyus Jones, Naz Reid, Corey Kispert. So no minutes to Oso Ighodaro and no minutes to Jordan Poole. They're both going to be the odd man out. We are 4-star balanced right now. I am once again a dumbass and keep forgetting to show you guys here with my face cam on the left side of your screen. All right, first game against the Grizzlies at home. Boom. For the first time in this video, we start off game number 1 with a dub. Denny just dropped 36 points in 32 minutes. Well, hello. 26 and 12 for Dylan Harper. 10 assists for J-Dub. Oh, yeah. Road game here against the Nuggets. Are we going to start off 2-0? That would be kind of crazy. Boom. The Wizards may be for real now. All right, in the year 2027, we're 34-17 at the trade deadline. We are the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. We are 19-3 at home, 15-4 on the road, 12-2 in the East, which could be a good indicator or something. 4-0 in the division, which is pretty cool. Points per game, number 2. Allowed points per game, we're number 1. Taking a look here at the player stats, J-Dub has been our leading scorer, 19.1 points, 4.2 rebounds, 5.4 assists on elite efficiency. 50, 47, 86 splits in 35 minutes a night. Dylan Harper in year 2 is averaging 18.7 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Wow, on really good efficiency as well. Nikola Topic, 9.1 assists. And the jumper is falling. Bilal Koulibaly is probably going to earn an extension from me. He's been great. Denny Avdia also been very good as well, as he's still under a great contract for the next 2 years. Yves Missi has been the rock for us at the 5, 2.1 blocks and a steal a night. Naz Reid, perfect backup. Ty Jones, also a perfect backup. Kispert is shooting 46 from 3. He's shooting better from 3 than he is from the field, which is just kind of crazy. And yeah, I feel like that this team could win a championship this year. I don't need to extend Tyus Jones. He does have a team option. Denny, how much does he want? 14 mil? Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's tag along like 2 more years onto that deal. So he's basically under control for 4 more seasons. Jordan Poole, you're out of your mind. Even if you paid me to be on the team, you wouldn't still be allowed to be here. So Luka Doncic just won his 4th straight MVP award. That's kind of crazy. I don't think I've seen that yet in 2K24, where somebody's won 4 straight MVPs to start off the rebuild. Wemby, 4 straight DPOYs. Jaden Hardy, most improved in Cleveland. Anthony Edwards, clutch player of the year. Mitch Johnson, coach of the year. I don't know if we're going to get J-Dub on an All-NBA team. That'd be pretty cool, but that is not the case. We didn't get anybody on an All-Defensive team or an All-Rookie team. How did Dibanza do in his rookie year? Pretty good. So we did end the season as the 2 seed. That's where we were at the trade deadline. We finished just 1 game behind the Pacers. That is kind of unfortunate, as Dylan Harper finishes the #1 scorer with J-Dub and Nikola Topic right behind him. And then you have Denny, Bilal, Missi, and then there's Naz Reid. We're going to be taking on the Charlotte Hornets, a division rival, here in round number 1. I guess they're not technically rivals, but they're in the same division. They got Jalen Green at the 2, Obi at the 4. Okay. Mark Williams at the 5, Jacoby Walter off the bench, Trey Mann, Kelly Oubre, Nick Smith, and Bruce Brown there. I think for the playoffs, I want to stick with the 9-man rotation. I think Kispert, 15 is fine. I think maybe we go 1 less to Tyus, maybe 1 less to Naz Reid. I think I'm fine. Maybe just 1 more to Topic and Dylan Harper, and that's what we're going to rock with. Game number 1, we end up winning. Can we get our first playoff series victory this year? That would be pretty cool. We had 4 guys score north of 20, 5 19 points and or more. Dylan Harper fouled out in 21 minutes. Love that. Naz Reid had 19 points in 20 minutes. Game number 2 goes to the Washington Wizards by 1 point. Nikola Topic had 27, 26 rebounds for Yves Missi. I did not think he was going to be this good. Dude, he gets a couple rings. He could be on a Hall of Fame trajectory with that Rookie of the Year. Nah, definitely not. Game 3 goes to Charlotte by 5 points. They could definitely still beat us 100%. Game 1, we blew them out, right? Yeah, game 4 goes to Washington. We did blow a 3-0 lead last year. Don't tell me we're going to blow a 3-1 lead this year. Don't do this. Let's go. We end up winning in 5. We won in overtime, 139-135. J-Dub with a efficient 25-8-7. Topic, 24-8-12. Yves Missi, 20-14-6. 2 nice picks from the 2024 draft. All right, so we're taking on Detroit here in round number 2. They got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Franz Wagner at the 3. Okay, Tobias at the 4. Welcome back to Detroit, where he did play. Yeah, got traded to the Clippers. In that Blake Griffin deal, Wendell Carter at the 5. Sir Thompson at the 6-man spot. Marcus Sasser, Tyler Smith, who they took 2nd overall. He was good last year, but I still don't know if I would have done that. All right, game number 1. This is going to be a tough series. We ended up losing. Oh, we got blown out by 38 points. It's not great. 10 assists for Topic, 10 rebounds for Missi. Bilal, 20 off the bench. Game number 2 goes to Detroit. We got blown out in the first 2 games. That is not a good sign whatsoever. Are we going to go down 3 games to 0? Nope, we win game 3. That was huge. We win 121-116. J-Dub with 25. Dylan Harper at 20 points. He's been very efficient for us in the playoffs. Game number 4 goes to Washington. Let's go. Let's go. We have a brand new series on our hands. Let's win game number 5. Damn, they go up 3-2. No, they beat us by 3. Dylan Harper, why do you foul out so quickly? Damn. Sir Thompson had a sick game. Cade had 33 points, only playing 32 minutes a night. Huge game number 6. Can we stay alive? Because if we could force a game 7, I think we can win it. We just got to get there. This is the toughest game on the road. We're up 91-90 with 6.5 left in the 3rd. There we go. We're up by 10. Come on, Paul Head. We're up by 16. Up by 15. It's looking good. All right, boys, we are going to a game 7. We won by 20. We did our job. 36 points for J-Dub. 18 assists for Nikola Topic, who's averaging 9.9 in the playoffs. He's been a beast. And Yves Missi's averaging 14 boards. So here we go. Game 7 at the Capital One Arena in Washington, D.C. The biggest game played in D.C. probably since like the Celtics-Wizards playoff series. We are up by 19 points. This is looking great for us. I think we're going to win our 2nd straight playoff series and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about. J-Dub with 24. Naz Reid at 21 points off the bench. 14 rebounds for Denny. Hell yeah. 11 assists for Topic. And we're going to be taking on the Indiana Pacers, the 1 seed in the conference finals. So we're not going to have a chance to get revenge on the Brooklyn Nets, as they ended up losing to Indiana, who have Halliburton, Nembhard, Mathurin, Siakam, Miles Turner, with Jarius Walker, Nikola Vucevic, Rui Hashimura, Aaron E. Smith, Markel Fultz, JaVale Bethea off the bench. Wow, that's a very deep team. They took him 11th overall in the 25 draft. Game number 1, though, goes to Washington. We won by 3. I'm pretty sure we've won every single game 1. Beat them by 3. Let's win game number 2. Boom. There we go. We won by 4. Halliburton at 16 assists. It was not enough. This Wizards team has all the momentum. Shout out to Billy Donovan. We did drop, we gave up 153 points in game 3. Harper 38 and 10. Game 4, we're 1 game away from the NBA Finals. We're 1 game away. Let's do this. Let's go to the NBA Finals. Nope. Don't do this to me. Yes, we win in 6. We're going to be going up against Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs, who just swept the Dallas Mavericks. So Dylan Harper has been our #1 scorer in the playoffs, followed by Topic, J-Dub, and then Misi, and then there's Bilal, who's been playing well in the playoffs. Well enough. I still think I'm going to extend him. Let's see what happens here against the Spurs, who I believe drafted Rob Dillingham. Yeah, and he's pretty good. Nothing crazy, but pretty good. Vassell and Johnson at the wings. Oh my God. Why did Orlando re-sign Paolo? What are you doing? Okay, well, they have Paolo, the #1 pick in the 22 draft, and Wemby, the #1 pick in the 23 draft. And they have Cooper Flagg, Emmanuel Quickly, Yusuf Nurkic, Ian Jackson off the bench. All right, we may lose to this team. How many? Oh my God, they are 12-1 in the playoffs. They went 66-16 this year. Game number 1 goes to the Spurs by 30. Yeah, I think we may have ran into the best team in the NBA. Game 2, who cares though? We just won. This is a brand new series. 14 assists for Nikola Topic. Game number 3 goes to San Antonio. They won by 9. Huge game 4 goes to Washington. We ended up winning by 35 points. J-Dub with 34 and 12. This dude is a facilitator, man. He could low-key be a point guard. Game number 5. Let's see what happens on the road in San Antonio. I want to go up 3-2. Do not want to go down 3-2. We're playing very well. Don't choke it in the 4th. Come on, let's win this game. Up by 13. Up by 11. Up by 6. Okay, we're not choking it. Let's go. We win by 9. Dylan Harper with 34 points. Going back to Washington for game 6 and a chance to win the NBA Finals. So here we go. 2027 NBA Finals are on the line. We don't have the greatest first quarter in the world. We have a solid second quarter. Could be better, could be worse. An abysmal third quarter, and it looks like we're going to a game 7 in San Antonio. That is not what we wanted whatsoever. Because I have a bad feeling they're going to blow us out in game 7. Oh my God, they get off to an insane start. We're down by 18. Oh man, we're down by 20. All right, we were up 3-2. And both 6 and 7 had to be blowouts, 2K. Not one of them could be close. Damn, that sucks. We just got humbled really quickly. Yep, that's a really good team. Finals MVP is Victor Wembanyama. You got Brook Lopez, KD, Vucevic, Burks, Tim Hardaway Jr., Dinwiddie, and Olynyk all retiring. Obviously, we know that KD will be heading to the Hall of Fame. He gets his jersey retired by the Thunder as well. Interesting. But yeah, that's probably going to happen, I feel like. We do not have any picks in the lottery. We do have the Lakers pick at 19. That is from the Kyle Kuzma Utah Jazz trade. Yep, I was just making sure. We're going to definitely keep Billy Donovan as our head coach. Dude has been a beast for us. All right, so we are here at the 2027 NBA Draft, the first auto-generated one. Rick Wright IV is the #1 overall pick to the Golden State Warriors out of Texas. So we're on the clock with our first round pick. I like the idea of Fred Morris grabbing a wing out of Providence there. Could spend a little bit of time in the G League. Richard Hood, get a center who's 19, 7 foot tall. I think I actually may go that route. Yeah, let's do that. We take him out of Georgia Tech. Maybe a little bit of a reach, but could be a good player over the course of his rookie contract. But then we also have our first round pick, and Fred Morris is still there. So you know what? I made the right decision. Let's take Fred Morris. We had an early second rounder as well. I'm going to take Shane Allen out of Rhode Island. And then we had a pick right after this as well. I'm going to take Ian Cotton, a point guard out of Las Vegas. Yeah, so we had actually some high first rounders. Ooh, Martin Craig looks really good. Yeah, it looks like Golden State might have messed up on that pick. So we got Shane Allen at 31. Ian Cotton at 34, Tom Caldwell at 34, or 33 and then 34. Like, we had so many high second rounders. I'm not going to sign Jimmy Arthur, but yeah, so a couple of those guys will definitely be in the G League next year. Kareem Lopez, we did take in the second round last year. I'll pick up that team option. Larry Markkinen declines his. So we could go out and sign a big name. I don't really know if I want to. Like, I like this team. Wemby would be sick. We can't even afford Steph with the Jordan Poole contract expiring. Interesting, I guess, because we're paying J-Dub so much money now. I mean, I could sign maybe Brandon Miller. I think if we wanted a true power forward, Jabari Smith Jr. would be an interesting pickup. But I kind of like this team right now. Like, Topic is definitely developing to be a great point guard. Maybe Caldwell or Cotton could be the backup once Tyus Jones' contract is done. Like, we have Harper and Kispert. We have Denny and Morris. We have J-Dub, Osagudoro, Emisi. Like, I like this team. We were just in the NBA Finals. We just lost the NBA Finals in Game 7. Let's run this team back. No need to sign somebody just to sign somebody. Bilal does want a decent amount of money, though. He wants $28 million. I'm going to hopefully wait a little bit and get him for a much cheaper price. All right, so I'm going to get Bilal back on a 4-year, $90 million contract, which is going to be, I think, great value for us. Any top guys switch. Steph decides he saw the rebrand of the LA Clippers and was like, I want to go sign with the LA Clippers. Şengün goes to the Bulls. Okay, Brandon Miller to the Bucks. Amen Thompson to the Raptors. Walker Kessler to the Warriors. What is going on? Player progression, Topic is an 87. Harper's an 86. I like where this team is at, though. All right, we do need to release somebody before the season starts. It's probably... I don't know who it's going to be. I guess it may be Tom Caldwell, the 34th. No. Kareem Lopez is 20 and he's a power forward. All right, it's going to be Caldwell, who's already 21. All right, so I wish I could sign guys to like 4-year rookie contracts out of the second round that were actually like somewhat affordable. Ian Cotton is going to go to the Capital City Go-Go. Same thing with Richard Hood as well. All right, so it's going to be Topic, Harper, Avdia, J-Dub, Yves Missi, and then the bench is going to be Bilal, Naz Reid, Tyus Jones, and Corey Kispert. We could ask these rookies to make an impact next year, or Osei Ighodaro in his, I think, 4th year would be next year, because this is, oh no, it's his 4th year, because this is Missi's 4th year. So they'll be restricted free agents at the end of the year. There's a chance I do decline some team options, like Kispert could be gone. Tyus Jones could be gone as well. So yeah, that could definitely happen with some of these guys. We'll figure out the team. We could have a little bit roster turnover. There could be a big trade if we come up short again this year. We could probably bring back Tyus Jones. I don't know, 33 mil, like we could use a mid-level exception elsewhere. We'll see if we want to spend that on a backup point guard just because of how good Nikola Topic has been for us. Like, this dude is arguably one of the best point guards in the NBA, and he's just 22 years old. All right, so we are 36 and 16 at the trade deadline, similar to where we were last year, but this time we're not the 2 seed anymore. We're the 1 seed. We don't have a 20-point per game score, but this time Nikola Topic is the leading scorer. Even with the efficiency down a little bit, he is averaging 9.4 assists as well, or excuse me, he is averaging 9.1 assists. Dylan Harper, 18 and 8. 1.5 steals a night as well. J-Dub, 16 points, being super efficient. There's Bilal averaging 16 points. Wow. All right, I know he's not going to win Most Improved Player, but that is a damn good improvement from last year. All right, Luka Doncic has won the first five MVP awards of this video. That is insane. I just found out about him recently because he's like in the top 5 in ESPN's 2025 mock draft, but Kaman Malach, I'm going to learn more about him, but he's playing for the NBA like Africa Academy, and he's coming over into collegiate basketball next year, and he's got like offers from all the blue bloods, so we're probably going to learn a lot more about him. But he just won Rookie of the Year. No Washington Wizards on the All-NBA teams or defensive teams or rookie teams. So we ended the year as the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're going to be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers here in round number 1, a team that we have beaten before in the playoffs. Here are the end of the season stats with Topic at the top, followed by Dylan Harper, J-Dub, Koulibaly. Yves Missi had 15 and 11 and 2.6 blocks. See, like, how is he not on an all-defensive team? That's kind of sad. All right, so let's see. Are we able to beat Cleveland here as a 1 seed? Don't lose to an 8 seed. That would make me very upset. Don't lose these last couple of games. Oh my God, really? Oh my God. We just came off a great playoff run in the NBA Finals, and then you're going to tell me a year later we are the 1 seed, we're even better in the regular season, and then we lose to his 8 seed in 7 games. Come on. I'm thinking we could have had a finals last year, finals this year, and now we have 0 finals after 5 years, which is kind of brutal. Damn it. Oh my God, that is so frustrating. Maybe this team does need like a clear-cut number 1. Spurs win it all once again. And Wemby's your finals MVP. Back-to-back years, they won the finals in 7 games. There goes Steph, Harden, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Dame, Beal, Gobert. Oh my God, Draymond. That is a loaded retirement class. 5 Hall of Famers. Draymond would definitely make it, so 6. All right, draft lottery time. I do see our team logo right there. So we have Philadelphia's pick. Oh my God, that Clippers pick. I believe that is from the trade we made with the Sixers to trade down from 5 to 10 back in year number 1. Give me some luck. Oh my God, yes. Let's go. We finally get lucky. Lucky. Doesn't happen in the first 2 years, but here we are in the year 5 offseason. We land the number 1 pick in the draft. We also have pick number 16 via Cleveland. It might have been a swap with the Clippers and the Sixers, so it's not like we were getting that Sixers pick as well. But yeah, we have 1, we have 16. The Nets have our pick at 28, but I'll take that. Billy Donovan is a free agent. Oh, after a first-round exit, but he did bring us to the finals. I am going to bring him back on just a 2-year contract, though. So let's see who the mocks have us selecting. Stelios Giannou out of Greece. Oh my God, 7', 19. Yao Ming's his ceiling. All right. Or Darrell Lawson looks pretty good as a point guard, but I don't really need a point guard. I feel like center may be the better option. But we have Yves Missi, so I don't really know. Do we trade the pick? Oh yeah, Stelios looks like by far the best player in this draft. Oh my God, wait, I was blind. We have the 4th overall pick as well. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm an idiot like that. We actually had 4, so it wasn't a swap best. Let's go. We have 1 and 4 in this class. Wow. All right, so I'm going to take Stelios here with the number 1 overall pick. I'm not going to make a trade. Let's see, does that point guard go number 2 to the LA Lakers? I know they kind of wanted to trade the pick, and they do trade it for Davion Mitchell and a future first. That doesn't seem like a very smart idea. They take Harold Kelly out of Oregon. So the Blazers are also up once again at number 3. I mean, we could offer them 4 and 16 just to move up to number 3. They agree with me, or they agree to that trade. So I'm going to take Darrell Lawson here out of Michigan State, a 6'7" point guard that has a Hall of Fame ceiling. And with the 4th pick, they take Shane Little, the center out of San Diego State. So we take a center and a point guard like we did in the 2024 draft. I don't know how many minutes they're going to get next year, but those are 2 great picks. I'm going to pick up the team option on Corey Kispert, Shane Allen, 23, I'm going to let walk. Ian Cotton, I guess with us drafting that new point guard, I'm not going to bring back. Qualifying offers, Misi, Topic, and Iguodala are going to get contracts. If Misi gets like a bag, I may not bring him back. I'm not going to bring back Tyus Jones. Topic wants a lot of money. Kareem Lopez is going to be gone as well, a former 2nd rounder. But yeah, Tyus Jones was really good for us. Wizards legend. All right, I meant to give them offers on the last day of free agency, but I kind of forgot to do so. So we just get everybody from the 2024 class back on the qualifying offer. I'll bring them back on longer term deals next year. So Topic is up to a 90. Harper's an 87. This is a really good team that should be back in the finals next year. Coming up with this rotation is going to be very tough. So it's going to be like Topic, Harper, Bilal, Williams, Misi. I'm kind of cool with Denny being moved to a bench role. Like, we have Naz Reid. I forgot we have Naz Reid as our center, man. Like, Stelios has to get major minutes as the number 1 overall pick. Corey Kispert's going to get, like, 10 minutes tonight. I think Donnell Lawson's going to get, like, 14, maybe 16, yeah. But then, like, Richard Hood, who we took in the first round last year at 19, is just kind of like an odd man out now. Is like, we have 4 centers. So maybe this is a team that makes a trade at the deadline, but we're 4.5 star balanced. First game of the year at home against the Heat. All right, we started off 0-1. Not great. So we are here at the 2029 trade deadline. The Washington Wizards are the 3 seed right now, 31-19. Shout out to the Southeast Division having the 4 best teams in the Eastern Conference. Our leading scorer is Nikola Topic, and I'm kind of starting to accept that he is the best player on this team. Dylan Harper, I think, could be a great number 2. I think eventually when Jalen Williams is a free agent, we may let him walk. Even though this dude could average like 23 points efficiently, it's just like we have a lot of talent on this team. I think we're going to have to make a tough decision in the offseason with Yves Missi being a free agent, and so is Naz Reid. Now, we drafted Stelios number 1 overall out of Greece. He's already an 84 overall. I could have him be the starter. We could re-sign Naz Reid as a backup, and we could let Yves Missi walk. We're 4.5 star balance right now under Billy Donovan. I think I'm going to hold on like a J-Dub extension. Yeah, like I just said, he may walk. Denny, he's really good, and he doesn't want too much money, so we could keep him around. Naz Reid, I think I would like give like an extension to, and then I would let Yves Missi walk potentially. Corey Kispert's a free agent as well. And Luka has won another MVP award. This is absurd. Keon Anthony is your rookie of the year. That might be Kyan Anthony Melo's son, I think so. Same draft class, going to Syracuse. I feel like that is. Wemby gets Depoy. Tyrese Proctor, shout out to him, most improved. He may be in this 2024 draft. He may stay at Duke another year. Ace Bailey, clutch player of the year. And the Spurs get coach of the year. And the Wizards, Nikola Topic. I think he's our best player. Might be one of the best point guards in the league right now. All NBA second team, averaged 10.8 assists. And we did get Stelios on all rookie first team. And then we did get Darrell Lawson on all rookie second team, even though he wasn't very good. So we finished the season as the 6th seed. We're going to be going up against the 3-seeded Atlanta Hawks. Topic led the way in scoring, followed by Dylan Harper. Like, I think this is the backcourt for the future. I want to kind of keep like an OG Bilal. I'd like to keep an OG Denny Avdia, and maybe an OG and Corey Kispert as well. Like, that's going to be in my mind. Like, I probably would opt to re-sign like Denny or Bilal over J-Dub just because they're an OG Wizard. So I think we're going to trim down the rotation just a little bit for the playoffs. I don't think I'm going to be giving probably Darrell Lawson any playing time. I think Stelios and Naz Reid can get 10 apiece. We'll go 14 to Corey Kispert. Denny at 26 is fine. Misi at 28 is fine. Let's go with 36 to Topic, 33 to Harper, 32 to Bilal, 34 to J-Dub, and we'll go 29 to Yves Missi. So we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks, who do have Tyrese Maxey as their starting point guard. Okay. They have Kobe Buffkin at the 2. Cody Williams, so you got J-Dub versus Co-Dub. I don't know if people are going to call him that. In round 1, Jalen Johnson, Mo Wagner, Lauri Markkanen, Jeremy Shohan, Domantas Sabonis, Miles Bridges, Grayson Allen. That's a very deep roster. They could beat us. 2 Southeast Division teams. Wait, I said we were the 3 seed. Wait. We fell to the 6th seed. That is kind of embarrassing. Damn, 41-41. What happened? Oh my God, we fell off a cliff after the trade deadline. I mean, we're tied 2-2 right now, but that is definitely, whoa, I did not think we were going to be that bad. Okay. Game number 5 goes to Washington by 3 points on the road. Nikola Topic at 35 and 12. Game number 6 goes to Washington. So we were the 6th seed, but we do end up winning round 1. Topic at 31 and 6. Yeah, he's really good. So are we going to be taking on the Heat or the Raptors? It's going to be the 7th-seeded Toronto Raptors who won in 7 on the backs of RJ Barrett's 28. All right, here we go. They have RJ Barrett. They have Amen Thompson as their starting point guard. They have Damian Sarr as their starting shooting guard. Carter Bryant at the 4. They got Jakob Poeltl. Scotty Barnes still, but he's coming off the bench. Interesting. Grady Dick is still there. Trey Jones and DeAnthony Melton. A 6th seed versus 7th seed. We won by 10 here. Topic at 40 to start off round number 2. Game number 2 goes to Washington. All right, man. Nikola Topic. I think he's him. He may be better than Nikola Jokic, and we're up 3-0. Let's freaking go, man. Naz Reid at 23 points in 19 minutes. 8 assists for Dylan Harper. Game number 4 goes to the Washington Wizards. We won by 7. Dylan Harper already 24-point triple-double, and we swept the Raptors. So it looks like we're going to be taking on a 5 seed. Or is it going to be an 8 seed? That would be crazy if the Sixers ended up winning. Nope, it goes to Brooklyn. So you have a 1 and 2 seed over there, and you have a 5 and 6 seed over here. Brooklyn's got Cole Anthony, VJ Edgecombe, Mikal. They still have Tatum. Yeah, Claxton. It's a good team. All right, let's hope we can go back to the NBA Finals. Game number 1, we win by 7. Nikola Topic had 15 assists and 6 steals. That's insane. They win game 2 by 10. 27-10 for J-Dub, 24-13 for Nikola Topic. Game 3 goes to the Wizards. That was a huge win by 10. Topic had 28-13. Yeah, he's our best guy for sure. Game 4 goes to the Wizards. We won 144-117. Topic with 32-11. That is insane. VC had 23-7. Dylan Harper had a triple-double. Okay. Game number 5 goes to the Wizards. Boom. Let's freaking go, man. Nikola Topic, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Wemby in the West. So, like, in round 1, we ended up winning in 6. We were down, I think, 2-0 as well. And then we basically rattled off, like, 6 straight wins, make that 7. And then they won 1. And then we ended up winning 4 in a row. Or, excuse me, 3 in a row. So, obviously, this Spurs team is very good. Rob Dillingham, Vassell, Mackenzie Mbakwe. They have Cooper Flagg, obviously. Victor Wembanyama, Ian Jackson, Tyus Jones, Freddie Dillon. All right, it's a good team. It's a good team for sure. Game number 1 goes to the Wizards. All right, are we going to win the finals as a 6th seed? That would be pretty sweet. Topic is him. Game 2 goes to Washington. We won by 3. Hell yeah, Topic with 28-12. What a playoff riser he has been. We do get blown out by 30 in game 3. Game number 4 goes to Washington. We won by 10. Let's go, man. Corey Kispert. I'm glad he's going to get a ring. I think. Let's not blow it. 3-1 lead. Boom. We win in 5. Nikola Topic is your finals MVP, averaging 24, 5.5, and 12.5. Also over a steal night as well. And we get revenge on the Spurs for beating us in 7 games 2 years ago. And we end their chance at a 3-peat. So you got Dennis Schroeder, you got Andre Drummond, both former Celtics. I don't know why I thought Drummond was Celtic. He was not. LeVert retires, Wiggins retires. Yeah, not like a great class. I don't think anyone's making that Hall of Fame. All right, so for the draft lottery, the Pacers get the number 1 pick, the Bucks number 2, and the Kings number 3. Lakers got 4 via Portland. We just have our pick at number 30. We're going to keep Billy Donovan as our head coach. We're going to look to bring back Kevin Ollie. And with the 30th pick, we're going to take Eric Landry, a 19-year-old center out of Michigan. So the number 1 pick was Dexter Parks, a center as well out of Michigan State. We're going to sign Landry there, who could be really good. And I think Yves Missi is going to be gone. I'm going to bring back Fred Morris. Richard Hood, man, like a first rounder. But I just don't think it's going to work out. I mean, we have Stelios. I'm going to bring back Naz Reid. We just drafted another center. Probably doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm going to let him walk, which is a complete bust job by me. That's horrible drafting ability by yours truly. We're going to definitely want to extend Dylan Harper. All right, so we have a ton of free agents. Nikola Topic is now unrestricted, which is kind of annoying, but he's going to get the bag from me. I think we're going to opt not to give Yves Missi $30 million. We're going to match whatever Harper gets. I think I'm going to bring back Naz Reid to be the backup 5 for 2 years. And then Corey Kispert, let's give him a 2-year extension as well, worth around $7 million. Yves Missi was good for us, but I think he's replaceable, and we just drafted Stelios with the number 1 pick. So yeah, welcome back Topic, Reid, and Kispert. Missi is going to be gone. Same with Richard Hood. So we kind of have like new centers, some new, some old. And we're going to sign Dylan Harper to a 5-year, $160 million rookie extension, just to take a look at some of the top guys. Jason Tatum decides to stay in Brooklyn as he's 31 years old. Anybody else switch up? Kyrie Irving stays in Chicago. We signed with them them last year. Tyler Smith is on the Clippers now. He was that second overall pick. I was shocked. But he was really good for the Clippers last year, so he's going to make the Clippers his full-time home. Great value for him as well. All right, so taking a look here at player progression, Topic is up to a 91. Dylan Harper is an 89. This is probably going to be J-Dubs last year as a Wizard. We got Bilal Coulibaly at an 86. Stelios up to an 84. Donnell Lawson up to an 81 as well. And obviously, as you get deeper and deeper into these rebuilds, the players in free agency tend to want a lot of money. So we are going to add some expansion teams here. So we are going to be adding teams to Hawaii and Virginia Beach. And we are going to be updating the new Clippers rebranding here, as they are going to have a new logo for a couple years by then. So yeah, the Clippers are going to get their new rebranding. I actually like their new logos a lot. I think it's going to be way better than the minimalistic logo they had before. That's one of the worst logos in the league, in my opinion. All right, on to year number 7. We're definitely going to run with the Topic Harper backcourt. We're going to do Coulibaly, J-Dubs, Stelios, Denny. I think Darrell Lawson's going to get some minutes. I probably called him Donnell at one point. But he's going to get like 16. We'll go 13 to Corey Kispert. I'm sorry, Fred Morris, because I'd like to play Bilal a little bit more, and obviously J-Dub. System proficiency is going to be 4.5 star balance under Billy Donovan. All right, so we're here at the trade deadline. We were 6-18 at one point. I don't know what championship hangover we have right now, but we may not be able to win it all in 2030, because I don't even know if we're going to make the playoffs right now. I'm like debating if I want to move Jalen Williams. Maybe Yves Missi was that important to us, but I feel like our backcourt, and then we just have complementary pieces around them, is the way we should go. But you know what? I'm going to just try to have this team stay together for the remaining part of the season. Hopefully we can at least sneak into the top 6. I mean, we're only 2.5 games back of the 6th seed, so it's not impossible. But yeah, I can't believe that we're this bad right now. Like, what's going on? All right, so for the first year, I believe, in this video, Luka Doncic does not win MVP. It goes to AJ Dybantsa, who was the number 2 overall pick in the 2026 draft. That is kind of insane. Dexter Parks, Rookie of the Year, the number 1 overall pick to the Pacers. Bronny, 6th Man of the Year in Charlotte. Wemby, Depoy once again. Dybantsa wins Most Improved. Clutch Player of the Year goes to Luka Doncic. Yeah, Luka won MVP the first 6 years of this video, and then in year 7, it goes to AJ. Do we get a Nikola Topic on a first-year team? No, but there's Caden Boozer and Cameron Boozer. Wow, I did not think Caden was going to also develop like Cameron. And then Nikola Topic is on All-NBA third team, averaging 21 points and 10 assists. Let's see if he led the NBA in assists. We are in the play-in tournament, though. We finished as the 9th seed, which is very embarrassing. League leaders in assists. No, Shea actually had 11.1. That is wild, which is a career high for him. You have Tajon Petaway. Wow. Tajon Petaway. Okay. Well, he had 10.8. Good for him. Halliburton 10.3 and Topic at 10. We're going to be taking on the Sixers in the first leg of this play-in tournament. Hoping we don't lose, but I don't know, man. Maybe this team isn't as good as I thought it was. Who do the Sixers have? So they have De'Aaron Fox, they have Kyan Anthony, they have Oso Ighodaro, they have, is that Trae Young? Oh my God, they have Trae Young. 31 years old, 89 overall. Trae Young and Tyrese Maxey in your backcourt's interesting. They have a 36-year-old Embiid. But yeah, it's funny that they have Oso Ighodaro, who is a former Washington Wizards. So hopefully we beat them at home and we are going to advance to the second leg of the play-in. Oh my God, we kind of choked towards the end, but we end up winning 122-112 with Dylan Harper averaging 28 points, or had 28. Topic with 22 and 21. Naz Reid always just as a nice bucket off the bench. But yeah, how did Stelios do this year? So Stelios averaged 12.9 points, 8.2 rebounds, 4.5 assists. 1 steal and 1 block a night. That is very nice. So we got to beat Brooklyn. Wow, both these teams were in the conference finals last year, and now they're in the play-in tournament. How the mighty have fallen. Let's see if we could beat them and advance to the playoffs as an 8 seed. We're up by 24 points right now, so it's looking very good, and it is looking like we are going to beat the Nets and advance to the real NBA playoffs. Bilal Coulibaly with a 35-piece. He hit 7 threes. Tatum at 44 in that L. So we're taking on a division opponent in the Orlando Magic, Stephon Castle, who was drafted by Dallas. He's really good. They didn't keep him. Darren Peterson, who will be good for them. They have Shaedon Sharpe, Kenny Cox, Isaiah Hartenstein, Jalen Suggs, OG Anunoby, a couple former Knicks in Hartenstein and Anunoby, but no Paolo, no Franz. Are we able to beat them? Game 1 goes to the 8-seeded Wizards. I mean, we won it as a 6 seed last year. Maybe we're trying to just do side quests at this point and win as an 8 seed. We beat them by 20 in Game 2. Topic with 32 and 10. Game 3, they do end up winning this one by 6. All right. Every road team has won so far, and that is still the case. Damn it. All right. Are they about to win 4 unanswered? Oh, both their wins, though, were pretty close. Damn it. Oh, my God. We ended up getting blown up by 33. Can we force a Game 7, please? Yes, we can. We ended up winning by 23. And here we go. Game 7, Wizards Magic on the road in Orlando. Can we pull off the upset as an 8 seed and advance to round 2? Come on. Make it close so I can hop in. Down by 4. All right, we're up by 1. Tie game. 5.5 to go. Up by 4. Up by 6. Up by 5. If I choke this, though, I'm never hopping into a game again. All right, so Nas reads him right now. Bilal's in. He's got A+ perimeter D. Dylan Harper's got 26, 9, and 10. That's insane. Is that Darren Peterson? Wow, that looked really pretty. Hardenstein with the rebound. Oh, good kid. No, I fouled him. Really? That's Harper's 5th. Oh, that is so frustrating, man. Darren Peterson's going to knock down the first free throw. He's probably going to hit both to make it a 3-point game. Damn, Stelios says 27 and 7 as well. He's on, like, triple-double watch. Same with Nikola Topic, who's averaging or has 21, 7, and 10. We're going to get a high screen from Stelios. That was risky, but that's going to be an easy dunk. The pick and roll with him and Topic has to just be unfair. We're just a pick and roll offense. We're basically like Trae Young and Clint Capella, James Harden and Clint Capella. Oh, Shaedon Sharpe crossed me up. Jeez. Okay, he doesn't want to pass it. And he takes a bad shot. Stelios cannot block Hardenstein there, and they get a bucket. All right, Dylan Harper off for screen. Oh, I kind of waited too long. Please hit that. All right, he hits it anyway. Let's go. That could be the dagger. That shot looks so smooth. I, like, hesitated. I was like, was I that wide open? But it was a fantastic strong side screen, and then Sharpe kind of fell a little bit. And that jumper was just money, man. So it's looking pretty good for us to upset the 1 seed. Just no threes, and we're good. If they want to go for a 2, go for it. But they don't have any timeouts. Stephon Castle with the ball. Yeah, they're going to have to take a bad look. Castle takes a long 2. I mean, sure. Waste even more time. Hardenstein with the rebound. Darren Peterson in the air. He's going to knock that down. All right, that's kind of huge. Dylan Harper is an elite free throw shooter, so I'm not worried. First free throw from Harper is good. Let's go. He's got 39 and 10. So close to getting a triple-double. He's going to go 2 for 2 at the line. Yep, and the 8-seeded Wizards have defeated the 1-seeded Orlando Magic. Man, what an upset. What an upset. I feel like we lost to an 8-seed, though, a couple years ago. So maybe that was karma. Who knows? Taking on Bronny James, LaMelo Ball. Wow, they would sell a lot of tickets. Caden Boozer and the Charlotte Hornets. They have Donovan Clingan, who we thought about drafting. Linwood Morris. They have Tobias Harris. Mark Williams is still there. Herb Jones. They have Robert Williams as well. They have a deep team. Another Southeast Division team, man. The Southeast Division is definitely the best in the East right now. We lost by 6 in game 1. Damn. We ended up getting blown out. Caden Boozer had a 31-point triple-double in game 2. Game number 3 goes to Washington. We stay alive. Nice blowout win for us. Game number 4 goes to the Wizards by 15. Hell yeah. Game number 5 goes to the Hornets. Oh my God. All right. Game number 6. Come on, please. No, we got eliminated. We got eliminated in round 2. Oh, that is unfortunate. I mean, that Hornets team is good, but I thought they were super beatable. And I guess we're going to get maybe worse this offseason too. I don't know. J-Dub wasn't anything crazy in the playoffs, but I'm going to let him go be a top scoring option somewhere else. So you have the Thunder and the Bulls in the finals. Jalen Harrelson looks pretty good out of Duke. And who's going to win the finals? It goes to the OKC Thunder. Shea gets finals MVP. They won in 7. So there goes Kyrie. He's definitely going to be in the Hall of Fame, or at least he should be. Okay. He will be, because there's a Hall of Fame tab. And he is there. I forgot we're also going to maybe lose somebody in the expansion draft as well. But hey, that could be like one of the rookies that we recently drafted. So I guess the Pacific, wait, they want to move the Bucks to the Northwest. Why? Honolulu to the Atlantic really doesn't make sense. No, they're going to the Pacific. We're going to throw the Bucks back in the Central. The Raptors are going to go back into the Atlantic. We're not going to get moved. We're just going to be in the Southeast with the Virginia Beach Neptunes. What a name. But you know what? While I'm here, it makes sense to have the Thunder be in the Southeast, or excuse me, the Southwest. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to move maybe the Kings. Yeah, I think we're going to move the Kings to the Northwest. So it is the draft lottery time. The Blazers didn't get their first round pick last year in the top 5. They will get it this year. For back-to-back years, the Pacers have the number 1 pick in the draft. We do own our pick, and it's at 17, which is kind of crazy. So Billy Donovan is up as a head coach. I feel like I'm going to bring him back. And yeah, we are going to sign him on a 4-year extension throughout the rest of the video. All right, so who am I not going to keep? Do I not want to keep Fred Morris, who I guess we'll be under team control next year, and with J-Dub gone, we could use another wing. Do I not want to keep Corey Kispert? Yeah, maybe I'm going to do that. Maybe we're going to let Corey Kispert go in this expansion draft. And I know he's an OG Wizard, but I feel better about letting him go in the expansion draft where it's out of my control. What the hell? Why wasn't Şengün protected? What? Oh my God, that is insane. That is insane. Devin Carter goes out of Providence. I actually didn't even see him in the draft when he was there. Is Corey Kispert going to get drafted? I mean, there's a chance he doesn't get drafted. Oh my God, is he not going to get drafted? I probably missed his name and he got drafted up here. Yep, he did. I was blind, and he did go to Honolulu. So Honolulu's got Corey Kispert, Cole Anthony, and Alperen Sengun next year. That's an insane expansion draft. So I did take Ernest Gilmore, a 19-year-old 6'8" small forward out of Iowa State. He'll be in the G League next year. And the second round, we got Corey Reeves out of Georgia, a big man. So the Pacers took Mark Wallace with the #1 overall pick in the draft. Doesn't look as good as their pick last year. We also had 2 seconds, so we got Hakeem Udoh, maybe Epe Udoh's son, which would be kind of crazy. So Stelios is coming back, Darrell Lawson's coming back, Fred Morris is coming back, Walker Kessler is going to be a free agent. And yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be bringing back J-Dub. Loaded free agency class right here. It would be cool. I think like for one of my expansion rebuilds next, I kind of want to start it in like year number 5, because you get like the pick of the litter in free agency, because you're gonna have $100 million. Well, I guess it depends on what you do in the draft, but you could have 2 max slots available and you could kind of go nuts in free agency. Drop a like on this video if you guys want to see that. I think that would be really cool. Oh, I didn't realize Denny was a free agent as well. I don't want to give Denny a 4-year deal, but I'd give him a 2-year deal worth $38 million. J-Dub is gonna walk, so yeah, we are gonna renounce the rights on him. Let's bring back Denny, an OG Wizard. So Yves Missi is here. We'll see if he gets like an actual offer in free agency. He was pretty good for Minnesota. We'll see where J-Dub ends up. Player progression, Topic is a 92, Harper's a 91, Koulibaly is an 87, it says in the top left. Wow, Darrell Lawson's an 86. I mean, that could be a trade piece if we wanted to. So Yves Missi did not get signed. I just love that, 2K. And J-Dub ended up signing a 4-year deal with the Orlando Magic, a team we beat in round 1. So I'm gonna go 37 minutes to the backcourt. Denny's gonna start at the 3, Bilal at the 4. I feel like we've never had a true power forward in this video. And then we got Stelios at the 5. I don't know if I should start. Maybe Denny at the 4. And then we got Reed, Lawson, Morris, and Landry off the bench. Let's see if we can be back in the finals picture this year. All right, maybe we just stink in the first half of the year every year. We are 25-28. That's not great. I really don't get this team because we play so well in the playoffs, but we just stink in the first half of the year. Looking at the player stats, like we have 2 20-point per game scorers. Feel like we have a really good supporting cast. I don't know why this team isn't great. I mean, yeah, Fred Morris isn't the best. Same with Eric Landry, but come on. Bilal Koulibaly, we are going to give a 4-year extension to. Maybe a little bit overpaid for the production, but he's at least a staple of this team. Definitely a huge L by me in this 10-year rebuild, not getting anything in return for J-Dub when I had the chance to. Or Yves Missi as well. But we did win a championship 2 years ago, so it's all that really matters. All right, so AJ Depensah is your MVP. Rookie of the year is Gabriel Franklin, who was the 3rd overall pick out of Portland. Keontae George, 6th man of the year. He's had a solid career in the NBA for sure. Evan Mobley, Depoy. Wow. First time in this video, it's not Wemby. It's 29-year-old Evan Mobley. Johnny Flanders, most improved, playing for the Virginia Beach Neptunes. This is all such a funny name. Chauncey Billups getting coach of the year on the Suns. Crazy. We did get Nikola Topic on All-NBA 3rd team this season, but did we even make the playoffs? Oh my God. We were bad. Wow. I think I'm firing Billy Donovan. I think I'm going to fire him. 40-42. I hate that I just gave him a contract extension. That's bad. That's bad. We're 40-42 in year 8 of the rebuild. I'm kind of speechless. I really don't know what to do. I think there's maybe we just extended Bilal, so maybe I'm going to trade Denny in the offseason. I feel like we need a traditional power forward. And that's where Darrell Lawson could kind of come in handy with his trade value. Or just some more size at the 4. So Wemby is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Darren Peterson, your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Spurs win the finals. Yeah, Wemby's your Finals MVP. So we got 2 more years left of this video. I want to win both of them, so I'm not trying to take any step back. Kawhi Leonard is going to the Hall of Fame. He gets his jersey retired by the newly rebranded LA Clippers. I'm going to be doing a rebuild with them soon. That might be my next rebuild, actually. Draft lottery time. It would be sick if we jumped into the top 4. Our pick is projected at 14, though, so that's not going to happen. We stay at 14. Honolulu, Honu, number 2 pick. But yeah, I'm going to fire Billy Donovan. At least he got us 1 ring. I just offered so many head coaching jobs. Do we get at least one of them? We do. All right. Udoka is going to say no. Missoula is going to say no. Same with Nurse and Kerr. But we're going to get Taylor Jenkins to be the next Wizards head coach. So I'm going to draft Dusty Fletcher here with our 1st round pick out of the G League Ignite, just because I'm probably going to trade Darrell Lawson as well. And then we snagged Wilson Wade out of Fordham. Shout out New York in round 2. The number 1 overall pick was James Childress. He looks pretty good out of Bradley. Shout out to anybody that goes to Bradley. So Lawson, Stelios, Eric, Landry, welcome back. Corey Reeves and Hakeem Udoh, welcome back, because I got some moves to make. All right, I'm going to see if the Clippers would do this trade. Darrell Lawson is probably going to win Most Improved Player next year. He's really good. It's just he's behind Nikola Topic. Ernest Gilmore, who was our first round pick last year, is going to be in this trade because I think I can keep Denny in all this, Corey Reeves, and Akeem Udoh for Tyler Smith, who was the second overall pick in the 24 draft. He'd be a perfect power forward next to Stelios going forward. They do have Devin Booker, but they have, I think, some roster change that's going to happen this offseason. I don't know if I can also snag a first round pick from them, but we could try it. They say no. I don't really need the first round pick, so we'll just do that. So, yeah, I had tight money situation. I wanted to keep Denny just because I was like, our bench isn't going to be great. I wish I had Naz Reid under contract. I probably should have just waited till I brought back Naz Reid and included him in this trade. I'm going to give him a 2-year deal to come back. And then we trade away Ernest Gilmore. So I'm going to give Fred Morris a 2-year extension to come back. And he may be a staple of our rotation. Isaiah Collier goes to the Phoenix Suns, or I should say back to the Suns. Paolo Banchero back to the Mavericks. So he spent a year in San Antonio. I forgot. I think that was the year maybe they beat us in the finals. So this is our team next year. Yeah, I like the starting five. Like, this is going to be the starting five. Denny, Naz Reid, Fred Morris, Dusty Fletcher, Eric Landry off the bench. And if we need to make a trade at the deadline, Naz Reid, Denny of Dion, Bilal Coulibaly, all tradable contracts. All right, so no crazy progression, but this team should still be able to win a finals. I don't know how we missed the playoffs last year. All right, so it's going to be Topic, Harper, Coulibaly, Smith, and Stelios in the starting five with Denny, Naz Reid, Fred Morris, Dusty Fletcher, and Eric Landry off the bench. I think come playoff time, Landry probably won't be in the rotation. We're 5-star balance under Taylor Jenkins. Okay. Hopefully we can actually accomplish something here in year 9. We start off the season with a huge win over the San Antonio Spurs, but then we get blown out by the Denver Nuggets. All right, there we go. We're much better under Taylor Jenkins, 42-10. Maybe it was Billy Donovan holding us back. Maybe it was us not having like a traditional 4, or at least some size at the power forward spot, because now Tyler Smith at 6'11", and like his ability to space the floor is unreal, and he's under contract next year as well for the final season. Hey, it feels good that we can win 2 more championships before this video is over. I'm hoping that comes true. And Luka Doncic goes right back to winning his MVP awards here in year number 9. Bradford Page, Rookie of the Year. 25th overall pick back in 2030. Ellis Harrington, 6th Man of the Year. Depoy goes back to Wemby, just like old times with Luka winning MVP and Wemby winning Depoy. Daniel Richards, Most Improved. Oh, he was not great. And we got Coach of the Year in Taylor Jenkins. That's what I'm talking about. We don't get anybody on the first 2 teams. We do get Dylan Harper, not Nikola Topic on NBA 13. Look at that efficiency. And we are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference going up against the 8-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers. They still have Garland, Mobley, and Jared Allen. It's pretty cool. Here were the end of the season stats with Dylan Harper being our number 1 scorer. Topic did average 10 assists. Everybody in the starting 5 averaged double figures. For the playoffs, I don't think I'm going to play Eric Landry, even though he was not too bad for us. Dusty Fletcher was fine, yeah. So we got 10 more minutes to allocate here. Let's go 34 to the front court. 28 is fine to Bilal. Let's go 36. We'll do 29 to Bilal, sure. So can we beat Cleveland in round number 1 to advance to round number 2? We were tied 1-1, but we ended up winning 3 in a row to advance to round number 2. Topic and Dylan Harper both averaged double-doubles. Now we're taking on the Toronto Raptors with Amen Thompson. They got Scotty Barnes, Trace Jackson Davis, Bryson Tucker, Freddie Ryder. Let's see if we can advance to the conference finals. They won game 1, but it didn't matter. We ended up winning 4 in a row. Nikola Topic averaged 26 and 13. Bilal Coulibaly went off in that series, but now we're going up against Chicago, who have Jalen Harrelson. I could have traded for him in the Donald or Darrell Lawson trade, but I didn't end up doing that. I actually wanted to see how Lawson did on the Clippers this year. Darrell Lawson averaged 17 points, 5 and assists. Yeah, he's going to be pretty good. He's going to be pretty good. Don't worry. So here we are. Bulls Conference Finals. Can we be back in the NBA Finals? Boom, we swept them. We were 12-2 in the playoffs, and we're going to be going up against Ace Bailey and the Suns. Tyler Smith in year 1 gets Conference Finals MVP. Wizards, Suns, the Bradley Beal trade teams right here. They have a very good roster. Oh my God, that starting 5 is filthy. They have Keontae George as the 6th man, Jarris Walker off the bench. I could have traded Lawson and Denny for Walker and Edey. I didn't do it, but this team is stacked. Oh my God, how are they the 2 seed? Game 1 goes to the Wizards by 2 points. That team is so good. Game number 2 goes to the Suns. Yeah, I'm worried about losing this one. I am. Game number 3 goes to the Wizards by 15. Ace Bailey had 30. We had 3 guys north of 20. Game 4 goes to the Wizards by 13. Hell yeah, triple-double for Dylan Harper. Are we going to win in 5? Yes, we do. Dylan Harper is your finals MVP. The man from Rutgers. Beat his, I'd even say his teammate at Rutgers, Ace Bailey, in the finals. That's pretty cool. All right, so we just won it all in year number 9. This is great. Let's see if we could win it all in year number 10. AD is heading to the Hall of Fame, gets his jersey retired by 2 different teams. Trailblazers get the number 1 pick, Pistons 2, Heat at 3. So we ended up taking Vlado Olic at number 32 as 7-foot center. And then we also got Kelvin Tucker there in the 2nd round. Pick up the team option on Eric Landry. Wilson Wade, why not? This is the final year. John Morant is going to hit unrestricted free agency. We're going to re-sign Stelios. Damn, Darrell Lawson is really a 91. He's a higher overall than Stelios. That's insane. Denny, get a 1-year extension from me. And we're going to give Stelios a 5-year, $200 million extension to come back, which is kind of absurd. So does Lawson go back to the Clippers? He may not, which is just so stupid. Ja ends up going back to Memphis. Devin Booker back to the Clippers. Player progression, we're going to have 2 90 overalls going into next year. It's our backcourt. All right, so it's going to be the same starting 5 and pretty much the same benches last year. That was our best year of this video yet. We dominated the regular season. We dominated the playoffs. Let's do the same in the 10th and final season. So in the final season, Bronny James is your MVP. It's just funny. Russ Randall, is this? No, that's not Joyce Randall's son, but that would be funny. Johnny Flanders, 6th man of the year. Depoy goes to Chet, not Wemby. Darrell Lawson, there he is. Finally winning a most improved. I knew, oh my God, he's a 94. What? That's insane. We get Coach of the Year again. I knew he was going to be that good. I really did. But we had Nikola Topic on the team, who's obviously been here since basically the first offseason and has been our franchise point guard ever since. Well, I didn't start him in year number 2. That went to Tyus Jones, but he's been getting better and better each year. And now he was a 50-40-90 guy, averaging a double-double every game. Dylan Harper's really good. Was he 50-40-90 as well? He was. Tyler Smith was really good at the 4. Stelios was really good, averaging 5 assists. There's Bilal averaging 14 points. So I took Landry out of the rotation and basically gave everybody else 10 more minutes. We're taking on the Atlanta Hawks here in round number 1. A division opponent. We should be able to beat them. We do so in 6 games, though. They did put up a fight against us. We're going to be taking on Charlotte in round number 2, a team we avoided last year, but they beat us 2 years ago. They got Donovan Clingan, and they got Zach Edey in that front court with Mark Williams and Ben Simmons off the bench. Ben Simmons is still an 80 overall. He's an 83 at 36. What? That's kind of whack. All right, conference finals. Are we going back? Yes, we do. We are going to be going up against the Chicago Bulls once again as we ended up sweeping the Charlotte Hornets. Nobody scored north of 20 points. That's fine with me. Win is a win. Here we are taking on the Bulls. So they still have, yep, they have Harrelson, they have Peterson, they have Tyrese Proctor, Martin Craig, Jalen Williams, not our former Jalen Williams. Still have Lonzo and Kobe White, which is pretty cool. GG Jackson is there. Are we going back to the final? Oh my God. We got swept. We got swept. Oh man, we've beaten them in the playoffs before. They beat us by 5, by 7, by 4 in overtime, and then blew us out in game number 4. That sucks. I really thought we were going to win 2 championships to end this video. Damn. So we end this video with just 2 rings. The Bulls end up beating the Kings in 7, and Harrelson is your finals MVP. We ended up winning in 2032 and 2029. We did lose the finals in 2027. I still can't believe we lost that one. 2 championships in 10 years. I wish I had more. I'm sorry, Wizards fans. That is going to be for me, though. I hope you guys did enjoy this 10-year Wizards rebuild. If you guys want to see weekly 10-year rebuilds, drop a thumbs up on this video. And let me know in the comments which team we should do next. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.